This video is dedicated just to stock and flows and delays on stock and flows. It takes in account that you already know how to create stock and flows diagrams. What I'm going to show is just how to create delays on the entrance to a stock and how to create delay on the way out of a stock, and to show you simply how they are impacting the results. I'm doing it because I struggle to find out how to define those delays, and I think that a simple, clear video will help anyone else that dealing with InsightMaker, stock and flows. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is to create a very simple flow diagram. It's going to have 3 stocks, A, B, and C. Let's put them same height. Okay, and 2 flows. So make sure that you're on flow, and I won't rename it. I'm just going to make the flow. And the logic is going to be extremely simple. So A is moving 1 into B, and B is moving itself into C. So I'm going to move B, and if I'm going to run it, it's going to be simple B straight, C going up, A going down. Keep it simple. So the first thing that we are going to do is to create a delay in B. So entrance on B to B going to be delayed. And the way to do it is pretty simple. You have to change the stock type from store into conveyor. Let's leave the 10 circles delay. Open this box and run it. And here you see a different behavior, pretty clear that so A is going all the way down, and C doesn't do anything up until the 10th. When we pass the 10th, so for 10 times, there's nothing actually get into B, and therefore nothing gets into C. And once something starts to get into B, C is going to go up, but B is going to stay flat. So let's close this, let's close that. Okay, so the second type of delay is going to be on the way out, and this required a little bit of code. So we are going to get into the code editor. We are going to use in historical the delay, and we are going to delay B 10 times. And I think that will be enough. Apply. So let's take this run. We saw how it goes that way, and rerun it. Increase it a little bit. So it looks similar, but it's not, because if you pay attention, we turned the relationship upside down. So now B is going up, and C is flat for the entire duration, and the opposite of what we saw here. Now, if we are going to remove, just want to leave them all side by side. If we are going to move the conveyor from B back to a store, and we are going to run it, you see a different behavior, because now we have a delay, and once the delay stops here, then C is starting to grow, and B is starting to go down. So as long as there's nothing go out from B, actually B is growing. But once B is starting to, the delay stops and element start to flow away from B, then C grows and B goes down. So you can achieve 1 or 2 or 3. All of those behaviors can be done by playing with stock and flows. One point of interest is if you are manipulating the delay in the code, in some scenarios, if you will delay for a long time the outcome from B, you might reach a case where, because stuff are accumulating in B, that when they will start to go out, in some point of time, what go up will be higher than what exists in the queue or in the stock, and the stock will go negatively down. So in order to do that, you want to add code here that check out whatever was going out of B is actually not going to be less than 0. And if it's going to be less than 0, just throw away from or take away from the stock B, just the value that exists in stock B. That will prevent getting into negative loops that will go all the way down whenever, even if you're doing 300 cycles, you still might see negative element going down. So that's all pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I hope InsightMaker, delays, stock and flows. I hope it will help you when you are going to, or if you are going to use InsightMaker in order to model and simulate problems that you're trying to resolve. Thank you and bye.